All right, let's look at the homework 9.3, problem number 10. All right, so let's do this beer problem. All right, so you have 700 gallons of beer contains 4% alcohol. All right, so initially, so maybe we should start writing the equation or initial condition. I'm going to use A of t as the amount of alcohol in gallons of alcohol in the beer, in the vat, right? After t minutes. All right. Then initially it contains, let's say, 4% alcohol, so it's going to be A of 0. All right, so 4%, so it's going to be 4 over 100, and multiplied by 700 gallons, so 700 gallon. So this is going to be, you can cancel the 2 zeros and 2 zeros, and there's going to be 28 gallons worth of alcohol is initially in the vat. All right, then we take the look at the rate of change of the alcohol, amount of alcohol with respect to time. We still have to do the rate in minus rate out. So this is going to be rate in, and we just have to find the rate out. All right, so let's look at the rate in. All right, so you have 6% alcohol level and poured in at the rate of 7 gallons per minute. All right, so you just have to multiply 6% is 6 over 100, and multiply by 7 gallons. So this is going to be 42 over 100 gallons per minute. Right? So I'm going to just put 42. So 42 over 100. Right? Rate out is a little bit tricky. All right, so concentration of alcohol at the time t would be, right, so you have 8 gallons of alcohol among 700 gallons of beer. So it's going to be A over 700 would be the concentration, and it's poured out at the rate of 7 gallons per minute. So this is going to be times 7. So this is going to be 7 gallons per minute, right? So we can just simplify. So 7 and the 7 cancel out, so you can have 100. So we get A over 100. And since I'm going to just take the common denominator, so I'm going to just put 100 and then 42 over A. All right, so we got initial value problem already set up, so let's just solve. All right, so take the differential equation, and the first thing I would do is divide through by quantity 42 minus A. All right, so you're going to get 1 over 42 minus A. All right, actually, I'm going to step back a bit. How about this? Oops. All right, so here. Actually, I'm going to do this. This might make a little bit more sense. I'm going to take the negative sign out, and then I'm going to write it as A minus 42. All right, how about that? All right, that way, I'm going to divide through by A minus 42. 42. So you're going to get the 1 over A minus 42. right? So you have a dA over dt is equal to, so it's going to be, what's left is negative 1 over 100, right? Then we take the integral of both sides with respect to t. Alright, then we can cancel dt on top and dt on the bottom. Right? Then antiderivative of this guy is natural log of absolute value of a minus 42 is equal to, antiderivative of that is negative t over 100 plus some constant. I'm going to use C1. Alright, then as usual, we're going to raise e to both sides. I'm going to go ahead and cancel e and natural log. So you're going to get the absolute value of a minus 42 is equal to e to the negative t over 100 plus C1. Then we can write it as, split it as e to the C1 times e to the negative t over 100. Alright, so we can take away the absolute value sign just considering positive version and negative version. So I'm going to put the plus or minus e to the C1 and then e to the negative t over 100. Alright, then again, this is just going to be a constant, so I'm going to use c for that. And this is going to be c times e to the negative t over 100. Alright, then last step is just add 42 to both sides. So we have A, amount of alcohol in gallons, would be 42 plus C times e to the negative t over 100. Alright, so that's the alcohol function. And we want to know the percentage of alcohol after 1 hour. Alright, so we have to know the amount of alcohol after 1 hour, which is 60 minutes. So we put 60 there. Oops, 60 there. So you're going to have 42 plus, oh, actually, I forgot to find the C first, right? So we're going to have to find the C. Sorry about that. Alright, so in order to find C, we just have to use the initial value condition, which is, let's see, A of 0 equals 28. Alright, so you have A of 0 is equal to 42 plus, if you plug in 0, e to the 0 is 1, so plus C, and this is going to be equal to 28. Alright, so this is going to be equal to, subtracting 42, we get the C is equal to negative, and let's see, 14. Alright, so we have negative 14, so therefore A of t is equal to 42 minus 14 e to the negative t over 100. Alright, now we can find A of 60. Alright, so A of 60 is equal to 42 minus 14 e to the negative 60 over 100. Alright, let's bring out a calculator. Alright, so the value is 42 minus 14 times e to the negative, that's 0.6, so I'm going to just put 0.6 there and hit enter. Alright, so this came out to be 34.316, so this came out to be 34.3. Right, and then what we want to do is we want to find the percentage. So this is the amount of alcohol in gallons. So you have to divide this answer. So we want to take this answer and divide by 700 gallons. So 700, right? All right, so this came out to be 0.049, so it seems like it's about the 4.9%. So you take the 34.3 divided by 700 gallon, and this came out to be about the 0.049. All right, so which is 4.9%. All right, so let's type this guy in. All right, we found that to be 4.9%. All right, submit for testing. All right, it came back and looks like we got this one correctly. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.